Should you assume that what the bank is willing to lend you for a mortgage is what you can afford? The answer to that question in most cases is absolutely not. And why is that, you ask? Well, the bank doesn't know all of your expenses. When they're approving a mortgage for you, they're going based off of a template that they use for typically everyone to determine what is the appropriate ratio of assets to debt. They're not looking at maybe what your daycare costs are, your utilities, your phone bills, all of these regular day-to-day expenses. They don't know what those are. So when you go to the bank and you find out what you are entitled to in terms of a mortgage, you then have homework to do. You have to go back home and look at your budget, look at your expenses. What are you incurring? Do you have some medical bills that are coming up that aren't covered by your insurance? Do you have maybe braces for your children that again aren't covered in total from your insurance? Do you have other upcoming expenses? Maybe you want to go on a vacation. Maybe you have something else that you know is coming down the line, and that's not really incorporated into that calculation by the bank in terms of what you can afford. So you really want to make sure you make a very wise decision by looking at all of your numbers. What are you making? What's the income coming into the household each month? And what's going out before the mortgage? What are all of your expenses day to day? Utilities, cell phone, internet, cable, food, all of the regular stuff. What are you actually spending? Take a look at your bank account and see where you're spending your money. Take a look at your credit cards and again, see where you're spending your money and do up a little budget. Now, add the amount of the mortgage that the bank is willing to loan you, and in terms of whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly payments, how much is that adding to your monthly expenses? And what is the net number at the end of the day? Because you don't want to end up being house poor. You don't want to have this gorgeous house that you're so happy about, but then at the end of the month, you can't make ends meet. And you're struggling to just pay your regular day-to-day bills. You're struggling to maybe buy groceries. That's not what you want. So you really want to think through what the expenses are in the month and where you're comfortable. So you want to figure out, what is that monthly payment that I want to make on my mortgage that still leaves me room at the end of the month to be comfortable, to be able to do the things I want to do, save up for that holiday somewhere, or again, I know my kids are going to need braces, save up for that. Maybe you have kids that are going to go away to university and that's super expensive. So you need to incorporate all of those factors into your decision on how much of a mortgage you want to take on so that you're still comfortable. Just a little tip today on finances. Hope you're having a great day.